What's going on, Shoe 2? What it do? This your boy Rashad. I'm coming back with another video. Kind of want to go into some of the newer stuff that I'm grabbing. And despite like Jordans and everything else that people think is popular or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all a whole nother angle on this shoe shit because I really don't know how I got to where it's at. But to me it's in a very bad place, and it's really not a good time to be trying to do these shoe too. But this is what I love to do, amongst many things, but this is one of the things that I love to do, and it's deep rooted. It's far beyond the Air Jordan phase and things like that. So I'm gonna get into some things that I kind of like the circle of shoes in a way, you know what I'm saying? Like things, it gets away from one phase and it just goes to another. To be honest with you, this ain't the first time we seen it, ain't the second time we seen it, but we gonna jump into it though. Y'all follow me real quick. I'm about to get into it. All right, welcome back, fam. And I represent to y'all the Air Force One. All right, basically what I'm getting at is everything just comes back around. You be on this planet long enough, if you here long enough, you will realize, like, okay, in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? We had the same haircuts that y'all got now. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't realizing, heel figure, Nautica, Polo. Well, Polo never really went anywhere, but they're gonna start bringing back their '90s styles. With the big old polo on the shirts, on the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be just the little horses with the with the pocket no more. They're gonna start bringing back them polo shirts. If you don't believe me, just watch. You know what I'm saying? But everything in fashion just comes right back around. Now, approximately 10 years ago, Jordans was doing the same thing that they doing right now. Sitting, you can go to the Pistons Sixes, Oreo Sixes, and I am not kidding y'all right now. I got my Oreo Sixes in 2000, I think 11 or so, and I got them for $60. You know what I'm saying? I got them for $60. I got There's a lot of stuff that I bought at that time. I remember buying my Hall of Fame 2009s, that little funny looking box up there. I remember buying those cheap around that same time. Everything was cheap. Like the Jordans was cheap. They was sitting. You know what I'm saying? And it really didn't start to come back alive really until the shoe tubers is really who honestly, y'all can pat yourselves on the back, who brought that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hyping this up and hyping that up. That's why I made a video just recently, and I was telling y'all, I said, this shit right here just feeds the appetite for y'all to want more shoes when you start seeing certain things. But I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I'm trying to get out some good information to you guys. If y'all hang in there with me, I was out buying a pair of Raptor Sevens. All right, I didn't pick them up, but I got something out of the meeting up with the guy. He was like, "Man, I'm getting ready to sell my Jordans because, man, he was still in high school. He was like, man, because these Forces, man, this is where it's at." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, Forces was where it was at for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But y'all recall we had the fusions back in the day where Jordan was because Air Force One was hotter than Jordans. You know what I'm saying? So they was collabing with them to make this shit hot. But that's neither here nor there. This shit is about to come back like full surface. I don't know how Nike exactly is gonna do it, but I don't know if they're gonna just take Forces away for a little while, bring them back, kind of like how Adidas did with the top tens. Um, just for a little while. This was the LeBron James version or whatever, and it came in a pack with a Kobe shoe. I got the Kobe. This is Rasheed Wallace's when he played with the New York Knicks. I'm more of a mid fan. A lot of people don't like the mids, but when I was into Forces in the 90s, this is what we rock. The highs wasn't even really out like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know a lot of people from Harlem, they take the credit for Air Force Ones, but I didn't know a person in Harlem. I'm from Detroit, and I had my first pair of Air Force Ones, in 1997, and it was actually this pair here. This was the pair I had. It was the Jewel. This was the one that was out at that time. Anybody who know what I'm talking about, this was the Force. The only thing that they did with Force was they always changed. Each year they changed how they did the swoosh. That was it. You know what I'm saying? But this Jewel was the one that was out when I had mine. You know what I'm saying? And my boy, shout out to my boy James and shit. I remember first day of school, he wanted to wear these. And I was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But still, getting back to the point, everything just come full surface, y'all. And that's why it is never big to be, to be the trendy person. Don't be the trendy person. Be on the next wave. Like I was saying in that video before regarding the building a good sneaker collection. It's about being on the next wave. It's about you fuck what everybody else is doing. Do you. Just do you. You don't have to do what nobody else is doing. I mean, a lot of the Jordans that I beat in cop, it really a lot of it is just pretty much the sleeper shit. I ain't trying to cop all this hype shit unless I like it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some hype shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get all into that, you know what I'm saying? Extra hype shit. And then just like more recent, I don't really do the lows. But this is that Kobe low to this to the LeBron low, to the LeBron high. And he was on the Lakers and he was on Miami in 2012 when these two dropped. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, it was out. I was living in Michigan when they dropped. And when I moved to Texas, this shit was just sitting because, like, in the South, it's so huge to have Jordans. You know what I'm saying? And, like, in most places, like up north, New York, and in the Midwest, we do a little bit of everything. It's not like you have to have the Jordans. You know, you got to be stylish with your shit. You just can't have a name brand or whatever. You got to be kind of stylish. You can't just, I got the Jordans. You know what I'm saying? It was the song that 3 6 Mafia, she was talking about. He told me, anyway, the new Jordans finna come out. Shit, you got to have Morris J's. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some gear with that shit. Now, these quick strikes right here, this is where it's at. It's what I've really been on. You know, trying to keep up and make, get. I like these. I like these a lot. This the red one here, Team Red. The blue, remind me of the piston joint, the reflector joint, nice. Then we got the brown, then the black. You know what I'm saying? Everybody waiting on the mocha. So am I. But that's a cold ass mocha right there. You know what I'm saying? But all this shit come back around. And I hope Nike do what Adidas did with the top 10. Take them away for 3 or 4 years. They made these in like 2009. And then they came back with these in like 14 or 15. Just bring them back. And if y'all don't know, the Air Force One was bit off of Adidas top 10. You know what I'm saying? The top 10 with the top 10 players in the league. I wasn't around in the 70s. I can't tell you who the top 10 players were. You know what I'm saying? But you sure as hell can Google it. They was the top players in the league. I want to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was one of them. I just can't remember everybody. But and then I think Nike did the Air Force One. They later on did it in '82. Whereas I want to say they did the Air Force One originally in '82. And it was the Elite 8 or some shit. A bunch of players that who gives a fuck. I can't even remember who they were either. But I don't think they was as good as the top 10. But, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and do your research. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be quick to be, a lot of, because I hear a lot of Adidas this, Adidas that. Man, Adidas had that shit on lock back then. You know what I'm saying? Just like Nike. They having their moment. They've been having their moment since the 90s, since the not the early 90s, but the late 90s. Because in 1992, Reebok was the number one shoe. The Reebok Pump was number one Reebok was number one company, and Reebok Pump was the number one shoe. And let's just be real, y'all don't know. Nike bit off the Adidas Pump, the Reebok Pump. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Your boy got some shit for you. I'll pull it down and show it to you. This is what they bit off the pump and did. You pump this side of the shoe, and it pumps up, and you can push this back button to release the air. Okay? So they bit off the pump too. But this shoe is most notably known for White Man Can't Jump. White Man Can't Jump. Buddy Hoyle wore that pair. Alright. So, I'm just giving y'all a little bit some history on the shoes, why I collect the way I collect. Because it ain't all about the J's. I know a lot of people, the J's, this, that, and the other. A lot of people getting the J's when they grown. They probably ain't had them motherfuckers when they was young. And that's no knock on them shit. They had parents, and they parents had fucking bills. You know what I'm saying? And, to spend $100 on a shoe, because, a lot of J's cost $100, $150. And that's why phone pods didn't get hot until now, because them motherfuckers was $200 back then. You don't fuck with nobody say them was $200 back in the day. Oh, they was $180. Now them motherfuckers was $200 back in the day. I remember. Shit, penny shit was $160 regularly. Where that shoe at? This motherfucker was $160. This was $160 back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And they was more than Jordans, because Jordans was $150. The motherfucker, I tell you what Jordan was out at that time. These motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They was $150, and the pennies was $160. Penny decided to change the shoe up for the for the playoffs. He ended up wearing that blue motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That actually, what's his name, ended up wearing first. Mike Bibby ended up wearing first. I'm getting way off subject. But anyway, it's coming back around, guys. Just, be patient and, stay woke on this shit. You know what I'm saying? And stay ahead of it so you ain't got no whole bunch of old ass shoes that you can't get off. You can't sell them. Nobody want. So, and I thank y'all for watching. And I'm going to come with another video tomorrow on some hidden gems. Man, I appreciate y'all hearing me out, listening, subscribing, all my true ones. See, and that's why I fuck with my people who on here, man, because y'all are knowledgeable. Only motherfuckers that fuck with me is knowledgeable on sneakers. It ain't none of these trendy ass motherfuckers who looking for, what's the new shoe? What's them coming out early reviews? That's somebody else's lane. I let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? If I get an early review, I'll bring it to you, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be honest. But, for the ones that do more than just, Jordans and a raffle ticket and shit, you fuck with me, I fuck with you. Thank you, guys. Love y'all. We out. One.